taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Nevada Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Nevada Wolfpack offense heads out and they'll have the ball first. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it. He's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
On target. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
On second down, wants to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He's looking for a man on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Ramirez. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on first down. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
On second down, looking again to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one. It's caught. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They were really starting to put a drive together, and after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He wants to throw it again. He'll take a shot. Oh, picked off.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a...
Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Offense working from the pistol. Hands it off. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease. It's Francis. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Spits it out to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Francis. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying to get to him. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. The quarter comes to a close. Utah State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Arkansas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Still running at the 40. Off he goes. Touchdown, Nevada. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second run with the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Fires to the middle. Fired in there, but incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got a man. It's Bateman. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. Using his legs, it's Francis. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hodges. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Got his man on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's going to pass. Quick strike complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Tackled, but he has a first down. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Dances away. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Offense set on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Caught in the backfield, it's Francis. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Utah State.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Reno.
Nevada set to kick off to start the third quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Going to the run to start this second half. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. This Nevada offense really has it going. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Touchdown, Wolfpack. And that one will give them the lead. They're going to go for two here and try to extend that lead to a field goal.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. If we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Handoff to the single back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. Utah State will be forced to team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Looking. Get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Good timing on the quick out. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a connection. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Nevada! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah.
He's got it down the left. All kinds of running room. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Aggies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the returner will be brought down. First down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Mano-a-mano, man. One-on-one go ball. Who's going to make a play? The defender steps up to the occasion, knocks that one away for an incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Now on second down. The run from the shotgun. At the 45 on its way. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When you kicked it in here, you got the long touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Arkansas.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Firing to the right, complete.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Second and 10 here. He's looking to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Touchdown, Nevada! And the defense doing work. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense.
Touchdown, Nevada! And the pummeling has started.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And the point after is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
He's got his man. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Shoots it to the left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Aggies will have it 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Utah State calls. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Utah State. A great catch and run for 6. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And he's going to try to return this. And the ball is loose on the return.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1 play. Brings up 3rd down.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. He lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's knocked away downfield, the DB getting a hand in there. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Line gets set, first down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Snagged in the middle, it's O'Connell. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Wolfpack now operating in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Really unexpected outcome in this.
He's taking the shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
It leads to second down.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He makes the catch. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Bateman. They get him down after he makes the catch. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Brings up second down.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a no passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had